acknowledge your inability to help yourself, will you swallow your pride and ask for his help? This is a storm you're not familiar with and do not have the power or ability to challenge. You're in your boat with the ability to deal with this effectively. For as long as you cry in silence and bide your time, hoping this too will pass, he will keep watching you. Every time you stay quiet, or even tell everyone but him that you need help, God just stares at you quietly and watches you deceive yourself. The devil knows that only God can truly help you. That's why he'll show you so many sources of hope but God. He would comfortably introduce ideas of asking for help from an uncle, aunt, friend, a boss, the bank, among others. But he'll never lead you in the direction of God, for he knows that that is where your true help lies. Listen, every man or system can only give you a style in which to steer the ship in the storm and hopefully survive its rage. No man can or system can deal with the storm. Only God can directly confront that storm, and it ceases through our faith in him. How long then will you stay in the company of those who pity you and cry with you, mourning the passing of your glory days, of soaring above the dark clouds of terrible realities others have suffered and are continually plagued by? How long will you lay still in consideration of who to call next, what technique to try next, what consultant to attempt next? When will you finally notice that the very answer to it all lays still in your boat until you invite him to help? Until the storm fades away, do not lose faith. I tell you, certainly the devil will test your willpower. He will test your resolve to trust God. He will poke at the rigidity of your faith and the ability and willingness of God to help you through the situation. He will not leave you alone just yet. No, the enemy will keep attempting to deflate your hope in God. He will keep presenting you with distorted details and records of how God did not show up at one point or the other. He will not, of course, present you with the full story. Make up your mind to foolishly hold on, no matter what, to God. Prepare your shield of faith against the fiery darts of the enemy, because he will come. Ephesians 6:16. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. As surely as nighttime comes, he will come. Make ready your standard to last through the night. Also, for as surely as daylight comes, God will show up in that situation. Now, trust God, no matter what. Job was convinced of the faithfulness of God and refused to curse God. Or claim to believe will be put brutally to the test. And you best believe that. This is a time to watch closely and guard ever so tightly your heart as you wait on the intervention of God in that crisis. God is never too late to the scene. He's never too late to save the day. Jesus waited till Lazarus was dead before he came to deal with the crisis. Even though he met the death of the man Lazarus, grace was not obstacle enough to keep faith away from an answer. Even death is not strong enough to stop God. He is too sure he can make the difference. You have to become convinced of this too. The devil knows this and will desperately try to keep your gaze away from this truth. He will try desperately to show you all the other baseless excuses for why things might not work out as planned. But that's the whole beauty of it. It was never according to your plan, for you had left your plan in the dust a long time ago. It is fully in God's way, purpose, and plan now. And that is beyond the corruption of failure, defeat, or loss. So be emboldened strongly, for we are more than conquerors. We have overcome the world. So then, will you rise up in defiance and choose to trust God? Or will you pack up and go home, looking for people to understand the seemingly impossible odds stacked against you and pity you? Everything about faith in God is strategically positioned to test your belief in the power of God to show up and turn it all around. God is beyond the realm of limitations. He doesn't know what can't means. He calls you today to step up beyond the pain of loss and fear of failure, to arise beyond the cruel limitations of your mind that seek to paint daily a vivid picture of you alone against this overwhelming wave. To see that you were never alone in this battle. He is right there with you.
Life plagues us all. Someone out there needs to hear this. That even the wealthiest man out there today is also equally at a loss for how best to respond, for he also is plagued by life. He also is at the mercy of the barrage of temptations. This might sound odd given that you believe his wealth sounds to be such a resounding defense, but the sad truth is that it does not exempt him from his fair share of painful experiences. We are all facing something. For some of us, we have learned to disguise it more than others, visible or not. This is an ever-present reality that can easily be lost in the view of all the pomp and fuss people paint on social media platforms and on occasions. Underneath all that jewelry and makeup is deep-seated depression for some. So many would literally trade all they have in material wealth this very moment without a second's thought for the peace they never felt for all or most of their lives. So many high-rise buildings contain people so dissatisfied with life and the hand it has dealt them that they are thinking all the wrong thoughts. Where a forced smile is now the concealer for a broken heart. This is the sort of world we live in today and will awaken tomorrow. Now, luckily, the warrior soul consciousness is soul signature started to counterfeit these acts. One of the positive events was the United States Constitution legal and official act. The 4th of March and 1789, and that is 4 plus 3 plus 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9, 32 again, and adds up to number 5. Negative event followed for this immediately. The Archon Dracos knew what they were doing, so they counterfeit again the negative event. Formation of the Income Lodge at Corporation of London, 1776, which declared the London area the headquarters of these Archon Dracos and Archon
Mason Lodge Corporation
that
London.
is in Holborn area in London, 1776, and the opening date was 23rd of May, and the ceremony was
My Mason family put me into this program ever since I was a child and a teenager. When I was 18, the Freemason men tore me apart. All my Mormon family are part of it, and the Mormon religion is based on Freemasonry. The founders were Freemasons. I left it at 18. And I've had nothing but socks and series of events in my personal life and a major event in 2002. But now I know what I know. This lady's channel is very informative. My sound has been, their demonic demons are parking my abusing me again. And nobody doing anything about it. Northampton Parking Management Limited Company and Home Good Limited Company, all its agents, never doing stuff. We're not paying 20 quid, which I already pay out my service rent for this parking system, and they don't fix nothing around here. So I worked out all this time I've been living there, there's just been one fraud after another. One set up after another, and before I lived here actually it's very demonic. I'm starseed.
Now, Ship Estonia, again, another walk-in ceremony. Bring in and you walk in. They need large sacrifices to bring in a walk-in entity. This happened on the 27th of September 1994. It departed from Tallinn. It adds up to...
There's not much sound because they packed into my speakers.
The ship was declared inside on the 20th of September 1994 at 55 minutes past midnight and between 2-3 a.m. And this is the Wikipedia, so they had even declared the sinking time just to rate another 555. This is how sick these are. And this is how realistic and precise they are. They operate on energy, dates, and numerology. And this is not a joke. If you go online,
So I was assaulted when I was at gunpoint. I was 18. This is what it's all about in the life. Need to do a live life claim back the title of the estate. Trust and equity law, 4 pages. 1666, 666, we're all deemed dead at lost at sea on this planet. The Freemasons are taught how to do the life claim. The actual registeredness in convinced by the warrant of profile of deceases beyond the seas, they center themselves upon whose life estates. So we're seen lost at sea as dead entities. And basically, we've gone beyond the sea, and if you don't claim your estate back at 7 years of age, the trustees, public servants are seen as trustees, but they like to make themselves beneficiary of the estate, and everything can be paid for out of the monetary system, out of the estate. And it goes back to Vatican monetary system, a maritime law, trust and equity. Who knows that 7 years of age you have to make a claim? Whose lives or lives such estates have been granted have gone beyond the sea, are sworn absent themselves for many years. I've not been absent, I'm alive. So how to come forward that you're a living being, flesh and blood, soul. So they claim all the estates themselves. So they expect you to beg for goods and services. and all their documents are done in such a way to entrap you into the system.
And there is the pi that is connected to Egypt.
There's not much else.
Made up of 6-digit configuration, which is 3.14159.
This is the actual abbreviation of the document.
And that also goes back to Egyptian times and how they are escaping this karma to conduct these wars on our name and to keep the ball rolling on their court side. Now let's settle in. Why nobody has been talking about this? Nobody has spoken about
the embassies
this.
for 7 years together and no proof of their lives. Judging action to direct her vacant as through the entity trust were dead. If such persons or persons for whose lives or lives such estates have been or shall be granted as proceed shall remain beyond the sea, whoever absent themselves in misery me by the space of 7 years together, a more significant and evident proof be made alive to such persons. Persons suspected in any action such as cease the person, or persons upon whose life or lives which the state depends, shall be accounted as naturally dead. In every action brought for the recovery of the said testings by the lessors or for their heirs or assignments, the judges before whom shall such action shall be brought shall direct the jury to give their verdict, but if the person are remaining upon the sea, or given absent himself or dead, they treat you as dead, you can't be seen or heard.
These real authentic people out of the 100% of occupying occupants.
Talking to a dead individual on paper.
Extraterrestrials, who are they, where they work, political regimes.
If this was supposed dead man proved to be alive, then the title is reversed, you see. Action from means proof with interest. Provided are ways that if any person or persons shall be evicted out of any land or tenements by virtue of this act, and afterwards such person or persons upon whose house in such estates penned shall unite person from beyond sea shall on proof in any action to be brought for recovery of the same to make appear to be living or to have been living in the time of the eviction, and that then from therefore the tenant or lessee who was outed of the same, his or her executors, administrators, assignees shall or may recount responses to have hold and enjoy the said land. I read this one of the puppets.
Change will lead into graduation. 5 plus 9, 14, 5. Now, the pandemic has been created against humanity, and it's been labeled as COVID-19. But COVID is a corona, and there has been many coronas, many diseases in public health. But this one is called COVID, which means corona virus disease, and 19. 19 adds up to 10, which means God will take over Earth. They have declared war against just humanity. Us, humanity, we came here a long time ago. We came here a long time ago, and we were living on the other side of the planet in North Pole Antarctica area, which is a very controversial area. And humans are constantly to see and Borealis. And the very controversial T. Borealis exploded and created a spectacular that everybody studies. And the North Star, that and Great Pyramids around the world, UN structures, and structures as well, are pointing towards this Corona Borealis constellation of Becca. So they have declared war against us. This is where humans came from. They have declared war against us to kill off Corona, COVID-19. Eliminate humans, 1 plus 9 Now there is a solution to all of this. I'd like to propose it to you. Out here, it's time to start speaking the truth. I have lost a lot of followers because I'm speaking this truth. I frankly don't care because we are living in a simulation where we're forming a micro and macro reality. They say that our own personal reality is the most important that we can escape the hamster wheel. It is true, actually. And I actually am already living on the other side, speaking to you from that point of reality. There is a reason why I have been living away from humans, drinking purified water. I haven't had to wear these. I'm not part of that reality. But I want to explain to you the solution, how to get to that reality. And it does require collective union. This is not the solution to me living here forever like this, but at least I have been able to concentrate and focus on how to bring a resolution. There is a solution. They are operating on magic. Cut their cords. You cut off their power. And unfortunately, we're living in times where we need to look at ourselves and take responsibility for the thousands of years of slaughter that we have caused and pain and suffering. There is a solution. It doesn't need to be a long-term thing, but at least the practice of few weeks. People are not going to like listening to the solution. These walk-ins and the human servants during them on all different degrees, all the way to the councils and the police and the nurses, these are all human servants, to the walk-ins and to the different degree masons and religious sectors. They're all feeding one source. Now, please hear me out. We need to start taking responsibility. I understand to tell us what to do, what to eat, and everything, but we have to make these decisions from an authentic place. If we start gathering people more on board, there's 15% currently globally, and we get another 15% with your help, with your families, we can reach this figure and get the 30%. And then we can move into the shift and create political changes. I promise you, when we take responsibility and start understanding the hamster wheel karmic trap that we are trapped in, you will see political changes start taking place. I promise you this. I promise you, I guarantee you, my grandfather's name. If we get 30% to come together and start taking responsibility of the blood sacrifices that we have caused, it doesn't need to be long-term, a few weeks, and you will notice that the management testing, vaccine, everything will start to disappear. If we just come together, responsibility, and understand the blood sacrifices that we have caused through mass slaughter. And yes, you know what I'm talking about. I have lost a lot of followers. I'm talking about the animal sacrifices that are built on the lines. This is the machinery in the background. We need to do a detox collectively. We need to do a detox. We have to come together and understand that we can't feed the magic that the artisans had here. They're magic based. If you cut the cord, if you cut their cord, their magic is gone. They are powerless because they need blood sacrifice that we and our children are engaging constantly without knowing. Nobody is being blamed here. This is a sad fact. It is not and so they are working on 5 elements constantly, 365 days a year. 3 plus 6 plus 5 is 14. Means our sacrifice constantly keeping us in that hamster. We need to gather 50% of your health, 50%, a solid 30% to start making permanent, decisive conscious changes. Withdraw. A few weeks, you see political changes start to take place. Unfortunately, they have a very close eye on this because they are magic based. Never forget that. They are magic and negative cabal, not the positive cabal that is actually helping, but the negative cabal. Listen to answer with and human everything. 110. By the way, people who want a free copy, please contact me.
I showed you yesterday this view picture with vectors, and then I'm going to show you something which will blow you. It's interesting how we've been exposed so many years to a fake teaching for these truthers, which are revealing this so-called conspiracy theories about everything, offer in effect bunch of lies, try to hide the truth behind something what is completely fake and whatsoever. This is going to be very, very short, live event, but something what I yesterday I will show you today. So let's go first see
No, he's looking at
Obama
one now.
sequence from
It's not the one I'm looking at.
cartoon from the cartoon iPad Go 2, the sequence when the vector is sliding down the Obama's face. So once again, pay attention of the face expression of the President Barack Obama while the vector is descending down on his face. So let's go here. I will share the screen just a moment. Number go. Display. Okay. And here we are. So I will go full screen, and now watch this. So this is an apple, which is in effect symbol of the DNA. Also, apple is the figure from the Adam and Eve story from the Bible, which always it's also. And here is the vector. Okay, the vector is descending from Obama. Drop of the cold sweat that is going down. Look at this terrified look in his face while the vector is coming closer to him, coming from above. So this is the vector, as you can see, and this is it. Okay. So this is the sequence with the vector. I showed you that yesterday. I repeat that because for the people who maybe they were not here yesterday in that time, I want to show you now something else. Now let's go to see the pictures from vectors on the Serbian state crest, which I will also. This is a Serbian
Against a green
king
channel.
crest from the king of Serbia. As you can see here, inside of this, I don't know how you call this boat whatsoever, you can see the vectors, many vectors, full of the vectors all over the Serbian crest. Okay, so this is something what is obviously play very, very important role in our lives, but because of the hidden things and hidden facts from the mass of the people, which they are holding in complete non-knowledge, that is something what is. Now let's go see, this is the reflection on the helmet of the astronaut from the Apollo mission, and also you can see here the vector which remain on the reflection of this helmet. This picture was present on the internet. I tried to find it on the internet, but they removed this picture from the menu of the Google Photos. You can find everything, but when you set vector reflection in the astronaut helmet, you won't find this one. If you find one, you are very lucky. Luckily, I saved this photo, and that's why you see this. So this is the vector in the sky. Obviously, this got something to do about ruling the world, about very, very important component of our lives which we are not aware of. And the third photo is the photo of the Madonna from the cave, from the French, from somewhere in 1100 or 1100 years, Anno Domini. This is the triple vector. Also, some beings are going toward this something what it looks like some kind of a vehicle. This is not the sun. It's some kind of the vehicle, and there in the base of this photo, this is a plate, a ceramic plate. You can see an this situation while Madonna is in the cave of the of some somewhere in French. Okay, so this is what I had to show you about what I've been showing you yesterday, and now I'm going to show you something. Watch this. Now, this is Masonic icon, which always we were always teaching that this is the sextant with a right angle ruler, but if you look very, very closely, you will see that this is not what they are been claiming for years. These people who are deceiving you, these are two vectors flying in the opposite
I
direction.
thought so.
Now, pay attention how very smart they use this at top of the vector, which I show you many times that in the top of the vector there is a planet, leading planet, which got two wings. And within the wings there are many
Yes,
other
well said.
objects, and I show you that very many times. So in every vector there is a leading
It's
planet
Nebro.
or leading object which
Planet
is in
X,
the
all
top of
along.
this vector. So the Masonic icon, which shows
They
the
know
two
from
vectors
history
flying
of
in
the
the
planet
opposite direction,
in the Egyptian period.
it's not the sextant or ruler. It's represent in effect two vectors
That's
flying
why
in
everything's
opposite direction.
artificially
So
being
this is obviously very,
induced.
very important. Maybe
AI,
something on the spiritual
implants,
level. Who knows? It's
track
very, very
whoever's
difficult
left
to
when the
say.
planets get
But let me show
destroyed.
you one more photo which I take today from the Louvre just a moment. And this one also Masonic icon. And I want to show you this because in effect
My
this
son's
is
got a
also
letter G
very,
and
very,
his number
you can
plate.
see there is always a circle in the top of this so-called sextants and this ruler. Now pay attention what we got on the picture.
So
We
to
got
do
sun,
this,
we
guys,
got moon, we got some stars. There are 7 of them. If I yes, 2, 6,
I'll go
7
and see
of
the
the
live
7
weather
stars.
cam in the meantime.
Okay, and there is an probably I don't know what that may be, but this is a third thing that is present, except the sun and the moon, so opposite something else. It's in the sky. Now, let me show you something else. The symbol, as you can see, we got chessboard here. Chessboard on the represent the flat Earth, and also we have some layers here, as you can see. So this flat Earth, which is represent the chessboard,
Well, you can see I'm being hacked.
chessboard, which means that they are many ruling combinations,
Look,
just like in
there's
the
nothing
chess
there.
that somebody is playing some kind of a game with the people. And there are also some. Sometimes there is also in how can I say one what that maybe a master being here with a globe Earth, which is in effect show you that this is not in the same level. It's away from this base, which is present here on this as a chessboard. So this chessboard in effect represents the flat Earth or whatever the Earth may be. This is very important. So as you can see, these vectors, they've been hiding this, and they try to they launching fake stories about these Masonic symbols, about this, because they want to hide the truth behind the fake explanation of these symbols on the Masonic I don't know how can I say Masonic objects or whatsoever. So this is what I want to share with you, because everything was in effect right in front of our nose, and we never pay attention on it, because we thought that this is something like you know calculating of the Masonic things and all kind of stuff, but in fact, this is not this is not it. Okay. This is for now. Nothing more I can show you. This is very, very, in effect, visible all the time. But I just want to warn you about so many channels which fake truth about some things which is supposed to be hidden or secret of some kind of secret society, and then somebody give you opportunity to find out what this is. In fact, they poison you with a completely wrong teaching, hiding this in the plain sight. How many times you have seen these symbols, Masonic symbols, which in fact represents vectors. Now, not to stop only here, not to forget that many of these logo from the companies, huge companies or corporations like Citroën, like Nike, like Motorola, and NASA also, and many other, using this vector in their logos. And now, what is the meaning of this? Why did they put this logo on it as some kind of the mark that this is the end of the story, end of the world, end of the time that we live in? Or they are been waiting for this to be show up in the sky because they are, how do you say, they are, how do you say this, idoling, you know, this, and worship, yes, worship is the right, worship of this hidden objects. I don't know, this is for us to find out what is the total truth about it. So, not to mention that the expression of the President Obama face, vector is just standing down, good for the elite, from the ruling elite, because it's obviously that they are going to have very, very hard time during a period of this symbols. So that will be all. Thank you very much for being here. I hope that you are now much more familiar with what it is. And what you have to do is you have to follow everything about what it already told you. For example, like bullshit or something. This is all lie. This is all nothing what they are lancing things for the public reality of whoever in Israel will believe put you aside and away from the truth.
There you go. It's all red, purple. There's your planet in Hebrew. Comets. Look at all the white, pink. Don't know what's going on in Scotland, like with the time. What's the time now? 20 past 11. The sunset's already gone down. At 9:30 in England and Scotland. So against the growing YouTube channel, shout out to him. No matter how much you talk to me, set me up with all my life, demons, and all the assaults I've gone through in my personal life, and all the hacking you do, and keep doing. Tanya! They call me on the other. Yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm so tired. I'm not doing great, because they're effing me about. How are you? What am I doing? It's 8:30 in the morning. Did you get any sleep? Hold on, let me just gotta mute something. I don't know what I'm doing. Just pissed off doing all this effing stuff. I'm really tired. Let me just turn this, mute this off. Let me mute the stream now. You got a new... Okay. I'm on Twitch at the moment. I thought you might get a notification. I just messaged you. I'm gonna call you back, okay, Tanya? But I don't like it much. Okay. I'll call you on Telegram. Checking it, Tanya. It's not working. Got the demons after and all my technology. How bad this bloody Wi-Fi on, so I might just go try and get pizza or something. Put up. It's always the same.
For everyone experiencing a storm life, the symbolism of Jesus calming the storm should provide. Jesus and his apostles boarded a boat to the opposite bank of the Sea of Galilee after preaching to big crowds. At the sea, a storm hit them as they crossed the sea with gusts so strong that the apostles believed they'd perish. The apostles raced to wake Jesus, who was sleeping below deck during the storm, and asked why he didn't seem to mind. When Jesus awoke, he instructed the storm to just be quiet, and the winds instantly ceased. Storms are both permitted by God, and we are delivered by him, so that we might experience his protection more vividly. God will deliver you from the midst of the storm you are currently facing. It doesn't matter how strong or big it is. Have faith in him. He loves you, and he will save you. Life is a lot like unexpected storms. We're doing okay until all of a sudden, boom. Storms, on the other hand, do not continue indefinitely. Winds blow away material that might otherwise accumulate. Rain drenches the blossoms and washes everything clean. Our spirits
British Army. Chief warns UK allies facing 1937 mainland. Bring it on. I hope this planet gets destroyed. It's gonna be the squash of the planet, you idiots. All their demons always been on this earth are Freemason buddies. Military defense are behind the gaslighting, the technology, the mind control technology, radiating me to death, set me up with demonic entities. When I turn my Wi-Fi off, won't make much difference. You just switch off. Look, when you attack individual, yeah, I'm bloody fed up. Let's listen to Pastor Paul.
Fed up with everything. We're fed up with all of it. We're fed up with just about everything that they're throwing at us. You do not want it. Are you sure you don't want? You don't want to miss tonight's Getting Ready broadcast. It's over at www.ffctv.info. That's www.ffctv.info. 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll put a shout out right now for noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. I don't know about you, but is your money eroding? Is the hyperinflation taking you out? You might want to put a call in to noblegoldinvestment.com
and let them help you literally save your retirement funds, your 401k before it's gone. We're fed up with everything that's happening. Pick up the phone tomorrow morning and call Colin Plume. That's 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. So, guys, seriously, it's going to be a great program. I promise you. I went through the information with Pastor Melvin Whittington a few minutes ago, and we've recapped it. We're ready to go. So go over to Getting Ready, the Getting Ready Show at www.ffctb.info. It will be a great show. We're fed up.
You're going to put a link in the description, so idiots. This is somebody declares herself. Yeah, anti-gravity time travel. Wouldn't be too surprised. The cars fly and trees are falling in the storm. So much going on. This is a demonic. I'll bet she's a clone. No, it's not true. She's playing music. No fucking bitch. This is my French demon. Yeah, you tell me in England can't play music on live streaming. Well, why is she doing it on YouTube? And Will's a troll. They're all a bunch of trolls. Look at them. Doing it for views. How come she's not getting hacked? Not getting affected like I am, and then many people like me in England, in the world. She's a fake.
Yeah, they turn the house lights off and some people are smoking. Well, they told me to make an announcement. They can turn them on. They're gonna have to drag me on this thing.
So you need to flag her channel up for copyright.
You don't mind the like. Ha 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 ha.
She calls
If you
herself a
can't, don't
witch.
smoke because it ruins your thing.
No, you're not. You're just mind controlled. You're possessed, demonic, mind controlled. Sadly, not many people are. Guy's trailer. Only he's abusing you for your you know what. And you're being used by another you know what. Which I won't say it. She's summoning demons. She's playing in witchcraft. Really? She control demons, does she? No, they don't. She'll know nothing about witchcraft. Or the occult. She's being pushed down that avenue by Will and all his croonies.
You blame Noah for getting drunk, 'cause I don't. He literally watched the world get drowned because of demons.
Right, and call it a day.
Okay, so, you know, by the way, William isn't just my boyfriend. He's my familiar. Now, most witches have animal familiars. I had one. Max. I will always name myself. I'm not sure though. Green corn dogs, I'm not sure, but I had a familiar. Max. I lost him in Wyoming.
I lost my two bloody cats, so what?
I should have gone back. I should have rescued Max. Hindsight is always 20/20, but I should have gone back for that fucking cat. And I didn't.
Pity me, pity Diana Maria Kane.
The grief.
When I drunk, she gets.
In yourself. You rely on your parents for everything until you become an adult. And at some point, it should prepare you for the world where everybody isn't your mom. I'm not your mom. Did you come on my vagina? No, you didn't.
Demons
So,
are back, kicking in the
after
back
I'm
door.
gonna kill you.
Graham, Graham, where about Graham? Yeah, I know. It is the full moon, the witches and demons are out in force. Can you see what's in the chat? Yeah. It's so funny. It's like looking at somebody's face with like, it's like, oh my god, look at that sun behind her. They're on drugs. They gotta take cocaine to keep awake all night. Drama in the car park. Awake and I'll still ask my son what to do. Yeah, Tanya, the perps are just BS outside. Yeah, I did try several times to call you. Police informer banging their door. You ain't getting paid enough, you might as well get drunk. I would. Yeah. They hack everything. They're hacking our brains. Bloody devices, no matter what device you get. Don't know. Been up all bloody day trying to figure out how to respond to these demonic twats. They set me up all my life, haven't they? Like your mum, your sister, you. How are you feeling at the moment? I ain't typing much. I can't be bothered to do anything. Yeah, no, it's proper dinner. I can't be bothered. I'm too knackered. Tired, man, I thought out. There's witches outside, Tanya. They're screaming their effing necks off. Witches and warlocks, we'll call it. I need a cup of tea. Need a cup of tea. They put the frequencies low in my ears, but my body's muscles are really going for it. And those stupid perks are part of my disabled car part. It's all about getting reaction. So, set up with fucking nappy. Bloody innocent individuals worldwide. Demons, oh demons, go and cast your wits about yourself elsewhere. Demons. So that perk, there's no backlight on, and there's the reach in the car park, as per usual. Deliberately blocking access. I don't give a shit anymore. Excuse my bluntness, but I don't give a fucking shit. My muscles are killing me. Fucking hope this planet falls apart and all get their bloody comments, these effing monkeys. Not humans, no. Enough of this shit. You know, you just can't be bothered to wait, so you just have like, I ain't got any pop needles, I can't be bothered with it. Might have a pizza, but that might take too long. I just want to go to bed. I'm too knackered. Too knackered to do anything. If I go to bed, I'll fall asleep without bloody I'm trying to keep drinking liquid. Flush all this radiation up my body. I never stop doing it. Making too much money out of the insurance on it. It's a kill-off program. Go to bed with my clothes on. Because I'm too tired to do anything else. Being a poor me and Tanya shall watch a horror movie. No. I'm just playing the fucking hands, these twats. Here's my bluntness. I don't give a monkey. Should I try to sing a song? La da 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 da. We will survive. And I messed up life. Who's tired of the separation of church and state? They're all corporations. If I print out these documents, it would take 20 pages. This fucking, excuse my French, I can't watch her. She's that effing demon. What was I trying to do? Into my channel. They block everything on my channel. They don't block her because she sold her soul. Prophecy Again TV. Who's tired of the junk? Where's my video? I don't know, because they keep hacking me. Anybody there? I know they're hacking me. I don't know, shall I do a peer block? Look. Let's have a look at peer block. See a peer block's tracking all the hacking. I haven't done that in a while. They woke me up too early today, Tone. Awakening, which is good. No way. Sky News in Australia, Tanya. I'm gonna have a look at that one. Well, let's have a look at peer block. The psychopaths are out there, and they're being exposed.